Alright, let's start with a little history. The Karate Kid was originally released in 1984, and it's been deemed a classic by many ever since. It accounts the story of a high school boy named Daniel LaRusso. He's the new kid in town. Him and his mother had just moved from New Jersey all the way to Newark, California. But because of some run-ins with a girl named Allie, he was pretty much immediately tormented by classmate Johnny Lawrence and friends from his dojo named Cobra, who's run by this turd nugget. The movie tells an inspiring story of how Daniel trains with his new mentor, Mr. Miyagi, to learn karate himself and finally defeat his bullies in the city's All-Valley Under-18 Karate Championship. At the end of the day, LaRusso wins the fight, gets the girl, and all is good in the world. This movie has been enjoyed by many up to this very day, and both older and younger audiences have found enjoyment in its empowering story. Inevitably, The Karate Kid got itself some sequels, and it even had a reboot made in 2010 that featured Jackie Chan, the martial arts daddy himself. However, the reception to the reboot was lukewarm at best. I actually grew up seeing the reboot first, and I can agree that the original greatly trumps it in many ways.
Put it on. Take it off. Put it on the ground. Pick it up.
Now, fast forward to 2018. I was in high school at this point, and I spent a lot of my free time watching YouTube videos after school. One day, I was scrolling through my YouTube recommended page when I first saw the trailer for a new YouTube original series named Cobra Kai. The series was said to be a continuation of the original Karate Kid movies, 34 years after the events of the first movie took place. The cast was said to include Ralph Macchio and William Zabka, the actors that played Daniel and Johnny from the original movies. Now, honestly, when I first saw this trailer, I brushed it off. Look, at this time, it was a trend in the film industry to see big studios rebooting popular franchises, to which the results were often subpar compared to the originals. Combine that with the subpar Karate Kid reboot that already exists, and also the fact that YouTube original series haven't had a very good track record up to this point. Needless to say, I didn't have high expectations. Season 1 of the show released on May 2nd, 2018. I just sat there and watched as its trailer floated around my YouTube recommended page for over a year. It wasn't until the series got renewed for a second season in 2019 when I finally decided to give it a shot. And holy hell, I am so glad I did. The series starts by introducing present-day Johnny Lawrence, except he's now grown from a high school jock to a man in his 50s. He spends his nights drinking Coors beer in his shoddy Reseda apartment and spends his days working a dead-end technician job, which he promptly gets fired from.
I'm gonna take a shit.
Okay. We'll figure this out, all right? Just quit bitching at me.
No. I didn't call her a bitch. I said she was bitching at me.
He's also very irritated at his old high school rival, Daniel LaRusso, who is now a successful CEO of his own car company. While the two haven't really spoken since the events of 1984, Johnny is constantly tormented by LaRusso through TV commercials, radio ads, and billboards.
Bonsai! I'm Daniel LaRusso, and at LaRusso Auto, we kick the competition.
We're also introduced to Miguel Diaz, a high school dork who had just moved into Johnny's apartment building.
Hey, I'm Miguel. My family and I just moved into 109.
Great, more immigrants.
One night while an upset Johnny is out buying dinner at his local convenience store, he witnesses Miguel being attacked by his high school bullies. He's pretty apathetic to the fight at first, only deciding to step in when they throw Miguel against Johnny's car.
Hey! Watch your car, man.
Who's this dude?
Get the hell out of here, loser.
Taking out the group single-handedly with his karate skills and then getting f***ing arrested.
Hey, get off the kick. Hey, it's not his fault.
Johnny and Daniel LaRusso finally speak again when his car gets T-boned and the tow truck delivers the vehicle to LaRusso Auto. While LaRusso forgives Johnny and blames the teachings of Cobra Kai for his behavior back in the day, Johnny remains very passive-aggressive and annoyed by the interaction.
Oh, this is a guy whose ass you kicked.
If you want to get technical,
I kicked his face.
And after Miguel continuously pleads with Johnny to teach him how to fight, Johnny opens up a new karate dojo under the name of his former dojo, Cobra Kai. This aggravates Daniel LaRusso and opens up a rivalry that's lied dormant for 34 years. As the series continues, we're introduced to more key characters such as Johnny's teenage son Robbie and Daniel's teenage daughter Samantha. As of May 2022, the series has released 4 seasons of 10 episodes each, and filming for a 5th season has already been wrapped. Despite my initial hesitation, I absolutely love this series. It's not just your average cash grab reboot. You can tell that the producers put a lot of care into the series. The writing is super well done, and you can tell that the writers are also big Karate Kid fans. Also, the series doesn't just continue the Karate Kid and call it a day. It adds in-depth storylines for the series' new characters, as well as expanding the personalities and stories of the classic characters. The drama of the characters keeps you on your feet and tells a really engaging story. The comedy is absolutely on point, and very little of the jokes feel cheap or forced.
Are you losers?
No, Sensei!
Are you nerds?
No, Sensei!
Are you sure?
No, Sensei!
And the action scenes? Oh, the action scenes. The action scenes are superb. You can tell a lot of work has gone into the choreography. Props to the actors and the stunt team for making the fight scenes look so good. I mean, I guess you would expect good action from a karate series, but I mean, some other movies managed to f it up, so I don't. Also, the direction and editing is just great. There are no scenes that I can really remember that come across as pointless or adds nothing to the story. They really use their 30 minutes to the fullest. And the choice of music and cinematography does a great job of setting the mood for each scene. As you can probably tell, I really like this series. As much as I was expecting the series to suck, I can't deny that it's probably my favorite series to date. Me and my dad, who's also a big Karate Kid fan, always take a week when the new season releases to just watch all the new episodes together. If you're a fan of Karate Kid, I highly recommend you take a look at it. Hell, even if you haven't seen the original movies, I still recommend this series highly, as there are a good amount of flashbacks that would help newcomers to the Karate Kid franchise understand the story.
Okay, Kyle, you sold me. Now, where can I find Cobra Kai so I can watch it over and over and over and over again?
Well, that's a good question, my friend. If you want to check out Cobra Kai for yourself, you can find it on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
But Kyle, wasn't it a YouTube original series?
Yes, it was, until YouTube decided not to renew the show past a 2nd season. Like, I don't get it, YouTube. This was your most successful YouTube original show. Hell, many people called it the only good YouTube original show. And then you just decide to bury it in the sand, like, after the 2nd season. Like, oh yeah, we're done with this. Like, we're tired of making money. Like, what? Why can't YouTube make good decisions? But yeah, the show was then picked up by Netflix, and now you can find it on Netflix. And it's still one of the top viewed series in the US. In your face, YouTube! Also, season 5 releases on September 9th. Okay, bye!